Well, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Herbert on first down now. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's... That one played out, but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Gotta go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
11, Thomas.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's got some space here. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. Another 9 nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
11.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Here we go.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They run for it with Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. On the screen, this is Eckler. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This take it in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's got the first down and more. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I thought, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Gerald Everett, 69 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
11, Tommy.
Once again, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Hey, we gotta go score.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Herbert. Well, that's into the hands of Eckler. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on second and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On second and goal, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on a touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to Mixon on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On one, ready?
It's Mixon on the counter. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Gun. Gun. 12.
From the gun again to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They gotta go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
11 mighty.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On one, ready?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mixing up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line. NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On play action, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always a little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Michael Thomas, the safety, picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Thomas.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Murray going to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And complete to Zach Ertz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going for it. It's Murray. Finding Ertz again. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Connor. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Prater's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
11 MT.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
11. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fields this way up at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
Taking it right down Broadway. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here we go, here we go.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
12, 12, 12.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11, 11.
A handoff to Mixon. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Again, it's Mixon. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this... And this is... Oh, my goodness! He pulled it in one-handed. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there... We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Another run here with Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
11, 11, 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Definitely showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
11 empty.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. He goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And that's out quickly to Chase. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first down. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back to Mixon on first down. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving... home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th. Okay,
here we go.
Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 42 yards. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football? And not
he rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
The score, Bengals 21, Eagles 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll look to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Nothing, our score after 1.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
That's caught at the 25. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Mixon is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Gun.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Asiasi. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway in Southern California. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
In the course of on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams, it's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Let's go.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before before he was planted in the backfield. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. That's the tight end Hurst with it. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. 7-7, our score after 1.
One, right? 11 empty.
They begin with a run by Mixon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll rumble for about 5. I'm close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit.
Here we go.
Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Hits his running back, P-Line. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Here we go.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41, 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On 2, ready?
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled there by Jerry Tillery.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Here we go.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches, 3 tight ends.
Go. 11.
Another try for Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Quickly completed to the right flat.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
11 MT.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good set. 11 coming.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
And the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Once again, they run with Mixon, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Here's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. No score after one on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's blocked down. Can't do anything with it. And a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
Here we go.
I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. size on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now Joe Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up second and 3.
Again, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On second down, here's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Here we go. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Burrow. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside
Nigga, it was too far.
I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It was too far.
The Chargers going to get the football.
That's a far ass kick. A 57-yarder is a far ass kick.
We get back underway.
Niggas barely hit.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Discouraging because after all their halftime.
That nigga feet.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver.
Get out. Go in there.
On one, ready? 11-90.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge,
Hey,
you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there. It's certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Gotcha.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go.
Well, that fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
You gotta be patient, it said.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. try and throw for it with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Now Wilson. They're going right back to Hamler. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
Now Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Gee.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Burrow. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again,
he's got him in, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 59 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And that big 4th-quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 14. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. On 1st down, Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated